You know, the culture is to never settle. There are things that we do as a company a little bit differently. We're proud of what we put out, but there's always room for improvement. And so we're always looking for that edge. We have fierce competitors, but we are our biggest competitor. So these are our 2 new bows for next year that we've been working on. They're in their raw state right now. This is how we test them. So these are what we're gonna call the V3, which comes in 2 models. There's a couple key technology features that we've been working on this year. This is the first time ever we're beyond parallel limbs, meaning that the limbs are preloaded past the length of the riser or where the limbs come out of the cups. What that gives you is a better feel and more efficiencies. Something you'll notice right away is a brand new roller guard. We're calling that center guard technology. The benefit of that is you're putting the rollers right in the middle of the bow, which means the angle of the cables that come out of the cams are exactly the same, which means for the first time ever, the cams are actually going to be timed perfectly when the stops hit the cables. It gives perfect cam timing. You'll also notice a brand new harmonic stabilizer, Nano 740 we're calling it. This is a new weight for us. It's tuned perfectly to these 2 bows, and it's a lot smaller platform, but still more effective than the larger one. It comes in 2 axle-to-axles, a 31, which is the same riser length as a 31.5 VXR, and a super compact 27-inch. We have to beat our last year's bow. It forces us to have a critical eye to notice things that could be better. On top of that, we have ideas that are constantly being developed, and we're looking for systems where those ideas can be implemented. At the end of the day, a bow is a system. If it works in the system, that's a go.
There's always this crossroads during the year. You know, it's usually like in August where we're going into manufacturing on our new bow for the next year, the B3. We're building VXRs. And sometimes it's almost sad, you know, you've got a bow that you're like, I love this bow. It's part of the process. You got to develop another one. I don't know how we do it. So you're like, I'll never put this bow down. But I do, because the next one's better. And I get the question, so I suppose you're shooting the latest and greatest. It's like, well, I am. What you're shooting is really good. Don't feel like it isn't. But, I mean, if you want to compare the 2, you are going to notice a difference. We are very cautious to never do something to just make it different. We do it to make it better.
There's been a lot of different models over the years, there's no question.
Joel Maxwell is the 2nd employee of Mathews, worked right next to Matt since day 1.
The difference nowadays is like, it doesn't seem that substantial, but I promise you to eke out a small percentage of efficiency that doesn't look like much maybe to some people, it's a big deal, and it's very difficult to do.
He was the guy that Matt would just give a new product to and go test it because he would beat the snot out of it.
It's always right when my other bow is shooting perfect. You know, if something's gonna break, odds are I'm gonna break it.
So Proven Ground is something that we really just coined a term for that we've done for a long time. And we could trust that if it could survive Joel, it would survive all over the world.
I'm just very, very hard on things. I don't treat it well. Good Graham.
That team has expanded along with time. We do not want to test a product on a customer. We want to prove that product before it gets to any retailer, any customer's hands. We get to take these bows before they're launched all over the world in the most harshest conditions and things that maybe we didn't even think about. And we're able to pass that test, come home with a field tag and a thumbs up that, yep, this is the one.
People ask us, what could you say to define Mathews? And right away, you think about the product and you want to say, well, innovation. And that's a huge component of what we are. But really, I want to say it's almost service first.
All right, hang in there, hot rod. Yep, see ya.
I most certainly can do that.
We have our own internal tech team. 3 guys that are in a bullpen, and these guys know everything about our product.
If you make that switch, you still got it. Give me a call back.
Satisfaction helping people, I guess.
For 65 years, experience total between the 3 of us here.
Plus you get to shoot the new stuff.
So Mathews is made up of a bunch of competitive people in general. We like to win. This is the most passionate group of archers that I've ever been a part of. The experience is what matters to us. That's what's in Matt's head. He wants it to be efficient so that it's enjoyable, because an efficient bow is enjoyable to shoot and it's fast.
That it's just an experience that they've never had before.
You're looking for that wow.
And that feel.
I think it's that experience, that initial, just the wow of what we're always going for.
Mission statement from the very beginning in 1992 was we're going to build the best possible equipment that we can build, and we don't spare engineering expense, we don't spare component expense. We build the best products that we can possibly build.
Everything we do to win.
And not just win in how many bows we sell, or how many patents we have, or how many times we're given an award for the best bow on the market. That's not even really all about winning. Winning is when you get these letters or these emails from people about how archery changed my life. We get all sorts of testimonials, and that's winning. You get one chance in this world. That's something that Matt says continuously, and I find myself saying it. You get one chance to do the right thing. That's what we strive to do every day.